Oh my goodness. So my screen froze on my end. I was hitting refresh for like a good 5 or 10 minutes. That's what it felt like. It wouldn't show me what was going on, but I realized the live had ended. So where did it leave off for you? Because I think I kept talking for probably a while. What's the last thing that you heard? Or what's one of the last cards that we were on? It ended the live and then it glitched on my end, so I couldn't even see that it ended the live. Like that entire time it was like loading and loading and loading. And usually that means you've got departed loved ones that are present as well, which everybody does, but it's like spirit interference because it was glitching for me for at least a few minutes. There you go. There you go. There you go. Sally, I'm so sorry. She just validated it because I'm like, my entire thing was glitching. And that means you have a departed loved one here. I mean, we all do, but when they glitch like that, that's a big deal. That means they're playing with my stuff. And you said your grandma just passed. OMG. Did she really? Yes. Sally, I'm so sorry for your loss. That makes total sense. I just kept trying to go through it and go through it and go through it. And I'm like, it's not working. And you couldn't go to her funeral. And that is okay. That is okay, Sally. That is okay. It's okay that you couldn't go, but I know, like, process how you feel about it. Process how you feel about it, but she does not harbor anything against you because she's saying, I'm with you. I'm with you. Meaning like you can talk to her, she can hear you, she watches over you, she can connect with you. I am so sorry for your loss, Sally. That makes total sense. I can, yeah, that makes total sense. I feel her for real. Yes, that's why all that spiritual stuff came into your reading. Absolutely. You know what it is I don't look for departed souls unless I'm asked because they're always here and not everyone wants a mediumship reading. But so that's why she glitched my thing for a long time. It felt like 10 minutes, but it was probably 2 minutes, but I couldn't see anything. So yes, absolutely. And now my chair is lowering, so I can channel for you now. Only because my grandma was my everything to me. I'm so sorry, Sally. 100%. I'm so sorry. You were her everything too. Oh my gosh, now I'm feeling emotional. I feel her, it almost, I'll channel for you now. But this is almost, it just felt like she was standing up and bending over towards me, but as if I was you. And I felt like it was because she was like going, now do you see me? Like front and center, like pay attention, I'm right here. But it could also just be like, normally I don't get that energy from a grandma, you know? So I'm just getting that she's watching over you. That's what I'm getting with that. I'll sit with this. Do you know any symbolism to that other than that? Because it almost just seemed like it felt like the energy of somebody standing up and leaning over someone. Okay. Let's see. Sometimes I get that for someone who was tall, but again, that's rare for a grandma. So that's why I was like, that's interesting. Or did she have a strong personality? I'm going to tune in more. I'm just trying to decipher what that meant, but I'll tune in more to get more clarity. And I'm feeling so hot now. I don't know if you are, if it's just me. She was really tall when younger and had a strong. Thank you. Perfect. She was really tall when younger and had a strong personality. That makes so much sense because I'm like, thank you so much. That's huge validation because I'm like, that's not normally how I receive a grandma. Like she seems tall and you said, yeah, I'm so hot. Yeah, all of a sudden I was getting hot. So we're totally synced up. See, Sally's saying she's so hot. And I'm like, I'm getting so hot. Yeah, that was the impression that I normally get for someone who's tall or strong. My hands are shaking and sweating. Wow, Sally. Keep breathing. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Sally. Yeah, she's giving me these signs so that you can feel the validation of her presence. Whew, okay. And it just feels like she's almost like rubbing your back symbolically of like it's okay and soothing you. And I'm getting like a nod of a yes, that you are feeling her, that it is the reassurance and validation, that she is visiting and watching over you and the loved ones. And I feel like I'm getting an I'm sorry. And it feels like whether or not you got to say goodbye, there's a part of you that felt that you didn't because you weren't able to go to the funeral. It's something like, I'm sorry that you felt that you didn't get to. So she's apologizing instead of you feeling the need to apologize, if that makes sense. Like it's no one's fault. Everything happens the way that it's meant to be. There's something like that. What do you want to relate to? It almost feels like she can't. Oh, yes. Good. Yes. She came in your dreams and you knew. Perfect. Now my throat's getting very scratchy. Do you feel that you didn't get to say goodbye, even though you said she came in your dreams and you knew it was going to happen? That is a wonderful sign. I mean, it sucks, but it's a wonderful sign to have that reassurance, to know that, yeah, because my throat's being scratchy. So it just feels like she's saying, I'm sorry that you feel that you didn't. Yeah, she came. Absolutely. So those are her ways of you guys being able to say goodbye. But I'm also getting you don't have to say goodbye because she's like, I'm still here, meaning like she can still visit. And I felt it was a goodbye. Right. Good. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling so many different things. I feel like so many chills. She's giving me different signs that I'm interpreting. But she is so strongly connected to you. She loves you so. Oh my gosh. Feeling tightness in the chest. It could have been something of the lungs or heart for her, or you just, it's just what you're feeling. Almost feels like anxiety. I love her so much. She loves you so much too, and she knows. Oh, Sally. I'm tuning in to see what all this stuff is. She knows how much you love her, and she's going to keep giving you signs. She's going to give you signs in nature with dragonflies, butterflies, birds. You're going to feel her in nature. I mean, you can still feel her in your dreams, in your home, but also that. You're so welcome, Sally. I'll double check if there's anything else. But I'm so glad that we love birds. Yes. Yay. She said, oh my God, birds. We love birds. Exactly. Because I was feeling like an animal flying, and I was like birds, dragonflies, and then I got birds. For sure. So like that's her energy coming through. I felt like she went like this, almost like because of her strong personality, she may talk like this, or she would grab your cheeks, or she's just telling you like, I feel firm that we're connected and everything you're feeling and seeing. You know that like when someone talks like this, it's like they feel very passionate or certain. She said, yeah, okay, does that make sense? She said yes with all the S's. So would that resonate on her personality or something she would do? Yay! But yeah, I was trying to interpret what that meant, but that's what it felt like. Those, one or all of those explanations would be what that meant. 'Cause it's like charades a lot of times when I'm channeling departed souls. They're almost playing charades with me sometimes. Sometimes I hear words and phrases, but a lot of times it's a visual interpretation. Oh, you're so welcome, Sally. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. It's such an honor. And I'm sending you a big heart and love because I totally understand. I'm the same way with my grandma, meaning like I'm obsessed with her. So I totally send you so much love. You got a strong spirit guide. She had dementia, so she talked a lot with her hands lately. Oh, yay! She had dementia, so she talked a lot with her hands lately. Yay! Thank you. Grandmas are the best. I love that. So you saw how that resonates. Because she just kept going like this, and I didn't know exactly what that meant. I knew what it meant-ish, but I was trying to interpret what it meant. And now you're relaying back to me how that resonates. So that's perfect. Yay! I'm so glad that was perfect. Oh, Sally. I'm so glad it was meant to be, and you were the last one. You needed it so much. Oh, you're so welcome. And you know what? It's a lesson for me that I'm going to start looking more, meaning I like people to request mediumship, but I should be looking all the time. But the issue is if I'm looking all the time, then departed souls are going to come through 24/7 and everybody's going to get a mediumship. But that's okay because there's a lot of them. You know what I mean? Gonna go cry now. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Sally. I've got your back. And thank you for inspiring me to focus more on the mediumship. And it's divine intervention also because it tends to be the last reading of the night. If I don't do mediumship all night, a lot of times it ends up being the last person that I read. Okay, who's ready for a collective after all of that? Hi, I am able to be added to the list. Hello and welcome. I do paid readings. The list is open. The link is in my bio, so you can place an order or you can stay and watch for free because I will do a collective. And here's what's funny is I was feeling before I did Sally's, I was feeling that I should be channeling more for the collective. So I felt like she was giving me signs, but I just get into my routine of pulling cards. Oh, sounds good. Absolutely. The list is open. Link in my bio, lisastaggs.com. The link there has been edited to take people directly to a TikTok live option in an attempt to bypass the problematic issues with TikTok. But I'm rolling with it. We're rolling with it, right? I'll wait for your order. Thank you. Sally, I love it. So for anybody that didn't see all that, I was doing her reading and then like the last, I don't know when it stopped, but like the last 2 to 5 minutes, my screen froze for minutes for a really long time. I kept hitting refresh, 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 and it just kept loading with a blank screen. And I'm like, that's a departed soul. Who's trying to come through here? And then Sally told me the news. Right? 4 minutes is a really long time. Yeah. It feels like an eternity. Because it doesn't normally do that. It's either on or off, or it's glitching for 15 seconds to 30 seconds. But for 4 minutes, For 4 minutes, she was trying to get my attention, Sally. And my stubborn butt just kept talking. So I'm glad she got my attention. She did a good job. She's like, hello. I'm going to play with your electronics. Sally said she was stubborn. You don't know. That is so, I love it. You got to be stubborn with me sometimes because I'm stubborn too. So I admire it and welcome it. 100%. They're more than welcome to get my attention. Yes, if they need to come through. I love that, Sally. That's such great confirmation. Yay! Oh, Sally. I'm so glad. I hope you feel better. That's a big deal. I totally get it. And it's such an honor for me to be able to connect. I really should be doing mediumship 24/7, but I don't know. I'm trying to find ways to integrate it more. Because we also are very used to the card readings too, right? And not everybody's open to it. Not everybody kind of wants to go down those emotions. I understand. I know a friend that's close to me. Okay, let's find out. Who had a loss and they didn't want mediumship from me because they didn't want to deal with the emotion. So it happens. Okay, let's take a look here. I got it. Thank you. I did get your order. And I did not call you out by your name since you have an alias for your username. So if you want, I can call you L unless you want me to call you by your name. I'm all about protecting people's privacy if they don't want things said. So it is totally up to you. And, oh, you said anything I need to hear to or know, general read, I guess. Anything you need to hear and know, general read, you guess. Now, I'm just double checking. Everyone's still here again, right? Making sure I didn't lose everybody. All right, it looks like it locked up on me again. Maybe they want me to channel mediumship again. Let's see what's going on here. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, now I can see the comments over here. Hello and welcome. These are paid readings. List is open. Link in my bio. Wait list is 5 minutes. I am a psychic medium. I don't have to use cards. If you want mediumship, feel free to request it. And the reason that I usually do cards is they're faster and easier, but they don't show the full extent of what I can do. So I haven't started the timer yet because my screen is freezing up again. Elle, do you want me to see if you have departed ancestors or loved ones that want to come through or no? It could just be a residual from the mediumship I just did. Okay, now I can see. It closed up for me. Or I can just do a standard card reading, which is totally fine, or a combination of both. It was just glitching, so that's why I was asking. But now you're back. Now I can see you again. Are you resting or tired or relaxing or needing rest? How about we'll start with a couple cards or some cards and then I'll see what I'm feeling. But I keep getting the throat chakra. So it means there is some sort of situation when it comes to communication. I'll see what that's tied to, you or someone else. Look. I just said the throat chakra. And I'm glad you all could see this. Were you all able to see the shuffle? What came out is the Hermit. And I kept coughing. I kept feeling this tickle in the throat. The Hermit is similar to the throat chakra. The Hermit is somebody that's like non-communication or an issue with communication or needing to communicate. I see what's here, and I'm gonna take a peek because this is either a love reading or it is a departed soul or both. Let's take a look. But there's an issue with someone that loves you who there's been an issue with communication. An issue with forgiveness. OMG. Is this a departed soul? Like this would be my sign for departed souls, and it would also be my sign for a love reading. Is that which way is this resonating for you? Or is it resonating for all of the above? My dad did pass away 4 years ago. Yes, because this is my sign for somebody that's watching over you from a distance, from afar, supporting you. And there's forgiveness, because usually when someone passes away, there's regret or remorse or forgiveness on one side or both sides. And they love you very much. And were you able to say goodbye? Because there's something where either you guys weren't able to say goodbye or there's just things left unsaid or missing talking to each other. And it feels tightness around the throat area again as I'm connecting. Or there could have even been something tied to his throat with health issues. It's just, sometimes I get this, I'll see what it feels like. Sometimes I get this for. Now I feel like I can't breathe. A breathing tube or a feeding tube. There's just something where I wish you didn't get to say goodbye. Oh my God, no, I didn't get to say goodbye. Yes, all the S's. How does all of this resonate? You didn't get to say goodbye, but was it also tied to his health? I am feeling like the weirdness in the throat, but then there's also this weirdness in the chest now too. So again, it could be a breathing tube or a feeding tube, or I'm crying. Wow! Exclamation point. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that you're crying, but it's a great validation. And it means you needed to cleanse and heal. And yes, that's him. Thank you so much. The validation is very helpful, right? That's why I was like, I think I'm on to another mediumship. I hate to say that I'm glad you're crying because that sounds weird, but it means you're healing and you're connecting to it. Yeah, he is saying he loves you. He's sorry that you guys didn't get to say goodbye. He supports you and watches over you. Do you have siblings? I'm just getting, with this, it's support, but sometimes I also get this for siblings, and there's just like so much uncomfortableness. Yes! She's validating every bit. This is what I usually get if there's siblings also. It's like watching over and wanting everybody to be united and or to be supportive. And there's just all this forgiveness energy coming through, apologies being shared. I love that you're validating all of this. That wasn't probably what you were expecting, right? Whew. Do you get anxiety, or was it his heart or lungs that passed? I'm trying to get this to go away. So I'm trying to figure out, was there another message on the chest? Yes, 5 siblings, including me, 6. There you go. That makes total sense. That's a lot. That makes total sense, because that's the energy of, I don't just love and protect and watch over you. I love and protect and watch over multiple people, multiple siblings. Whew, okay, now I feel like I can breathe. did he have anxiety or the heart or an issue with breathing at the end? It just felt like there was a lot that needed to breathe out. I love that you said, wow. Oh, that's perfect timing. I love this. I love all the validation that you're giving me with the wows and the yeses and the all of that. Because that's a 5-minute mediumship. Usually I want 10 minutes or more, but I was still able to get a lot confirmed by you in 5 minutes. Because I'm channeling and seeing what's here. Yeah, he's watching over you. He loves you. Lots about forgiveness, unity with the family. Sorry that he couldn't say goodbye. He can hear you, meaning if you want to, whenever you want to talk about him or think about him, he'll listen. If he crosses your mind randomly, it's because he's visiting you. He'll give you signs. He's still watching over you and supporting you, even though he's on the other side. And even though 4 years has passed, you may have felt, and that was your buzzer, but I'm just going to relay this. You may have felt his energy a lot, the first year or two, and then life happens. So these are great for validation and reassurance that it doesn't matter, even though years have passed, the connection is still just as strong, and it will maintain just as strong. I'm sorry that you're crying, but I'm also happy that you're crying because it means it's a validation and you're healing. Thank you so much, Elle. I'm so glad that worked out and you were open to it. That was not what you were expecting, right? You're like a general reading. And I'm like, well, I'm getting a lot of signs that this may be another mediumship, and everything aligned. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no, what? Oh, that wasn't what you were expecting, right? I love that so much. Exclamation points. Yay! I love that you love it so much. I needed to hear that. Yay! You needed to hear that, and I needed to see. It's just another reassurance. More channeling, more mediumship is needed. Although I did do cards, so it was easier. But I could see clearly. I was like, oh, this looks like another one. Those are all my signs. All those cards are all my signs for a departed loved one. I'm so glad you needed to hear it. Thank you so much, Elle. So for anybody that's watching, I am a psychic medium. I can do readings without cards. I've done a couple mediumships tonight at the end, which is great. A lot of times it ends up happening towards the end. And just to explain, the reason I use cards most of the time is because it's faster and easier. But I have been pushed and called to do more straight channeling, and I will do more mediumship, more channeling to show people that the gifts are really there, that there's more that I can pick up other than the cards. Whew, I had to blow that out again. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. So I'll just explain. I will put more effort into straight channeling and mediumship, but I used to say I will only do it if someone requests it. And the reason I used to say that is I'm a big boundaries and privacy girl, and not everybody wants mediumship. Sometimes it catches them off guard and they feel uncomfortable about it. And if someone's not looking for it or asking for it or giving permission, sometimes the reading can be awkward because they're not expecting it. But so I'm trying to find the balance between, like what I did with her, I think worked good because I said, are you open to mediumship if it happens? Because I think it might be happening right now. And she said, oh, okay, whatever works for you. So that's probably what I need to start doing. That way I'm kind of prepping someone that this might be what's about to happen. Because if you're not expecting it or looking for it, not everyone wants to go there, And so people's departed loved ones are always connected to them and connected to me. It doesn't mean they're with you 24/7, but they're accessible to you whenever you need them. They're accessible to me whenever I need them. They're accessible to us. So it would be like a 24/7, 365 thing if I didn't have boundaries. So does that kind of explain how I do it? But I think this is great. It's reminding me to do it more, for sure. And probably 2 or 3 people before this, I was thinking, I should channel more for the collective. And then sure enough, the channeling came through for mediumship. So it was meant to be. I'm going to do a collective right now, but just so everyone knows, these are paid readings. The list is open. The link is in my bio, lisastaggs.com. And it is my purpose, calling, career, and business, my source of income. Absolutely. You know, I used to repost them to my YouTube, and I will go ahead and do that for this one. And I might be able to start doing it again for many of them. I might as well do that because it would make a big difference. I know a lot of people like to watch it. The reason I stopped reposting it, I may even repost it to my TikTok, because my TikTok's acting funny anyway, so who cares? But I can repost it here or to YouTube, or both, is because I was running out of space on my phone, but I learned how to fix it. So the files are large and slow, so sometimes it would take me a while and there would be a lag, and then I was running out of data, but I can do it. So make sure you're following me on TikTok and YouTube. But yes, you can absolutely screen record it also, 100%, yes. So if you go to the link in my bio, lisastaggs.com, or you go to my TikTok, make sure you're following me. And my YouTube is Lisa Staggs Divine White Light. I have almost 11,000 followers on YouTube. So the only reason I would post it to YouTube instead of TikTok before is because long videos don't do well on TikTok, or they haven't for me. And it can affect my algorithm. But if my account's being weird, I don't care. And so for YouTube, the long videos actually help my account. Okay, so let's see what's coming through for the collective. And if anyone else is interested, I'm open. The list is open, link in bio to place an order. Otherwise, I will do a collective right now. But I was just going to tune in and see what... I keep getting the throat chakra yet again, and the sun is at the bottom of the deck. So not shockingly, I was just tuning into the collective channeling. I will pull cards, but I instantly felt the tickle in the throat again. Because everybody knows, but there's just a big theme of, for most of you, there's some things left unsaid on your end and on other people's end. Those who are living, those who are departed. There's things, exactly. Exactly. It's tied to it, and I just feel pressure in the chest again, like anxiety or shortness of breath, and things that want to be said, things that want to be heard that haven't been said and haven't been heard. So I'm going to go deeper with cards, but the message that the spirit world is relaying is everyone is meant to tell their story. What are you feeling and thinking, in a small way, in a big way, in every way? Oh, wow, that resonates for me, especially the shortness of breath. Thank you, Iris. And Fallon and Shannon and Iris are saying that's already resonating for them. Yeah, it feels like the shortness of breath is tied to anxiety, tied to the blocked throat chakra of things that want to be said, things that want to be heard. There's an issue with lack of closure or communication. For many of you, it's with, a love interest that's alive in this lifetime. And for some of you, it's a departed soul. Whew. So the spirit world is constantly saying everybody needs to, speak up and speak their truth. And the world would be a better place if we did, but if we did it with compassion, with transparency, with honesty. For sure, when my grandma passed away, she had a rare lung cancer and couldn't breathe. Oh, there you go. Yes, Iris. Wow. That makes total sense. Now I feel like I can breathe better. Thank you, Iris. That's huge validation. Whew. Okay, I'm feeling lighter now. Holy guacamole. All right, now I feel weird pulling cards. Should I pull cards or should I see what else I'm feeling? I will pull cards, but I'll see if I feel anything else. Eileen wants guacamole. I feel like a similar sentiment is coming through right now that came through the collective that I posted today. I keep getting the energy of, here's what it feels like. It feels like you're doing great. Keep going towards your goals and dreams. It's not a race, it's a journey. Believe in your good luck, but it feels like everyone could use another huge dose of reassurance, validation, that everything is unfolding the way that it's meant to, even though it doesn't make sense, even though it's not clear. Oh, wow. And I'm just getting like, breathe, cut yourself some slack, take a deep breath, go slow, enjoy the journey of life. And here's what's hitting me really, 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 really strong. And it's from all of your guys' departed loved ones. And here's one of my stories. I have when I was 29, one of my closest cousins that I was raised with like a brother and sister, he was a year older than me. His birthday was a day after my birthday. So I'm October 8th. He was October 9th, and he passed from the C word at 30. And that was one of the first times somebody very, very close to me that was too young, before their time, that passed. And I felt very strongly after that a sense of duty and honor and pride to live my life, to do the things that he didn't get to do anymore, even though he gets to do a lot more than me and all of it in the spirit world. Like, I felt like, okay, I'm going to go to the beach because that's what he would do if he were here. And he gets to come with me, and I would do this and I would do that. And I go on this journey, and like basically live your best life in honor of those who have passed on. And it's a good sentiment. That's the feeling that I'm getting, is that everyone's departed loved ones want you to live your best life and take their spirit with you, meaning they can oversee you enjoying a vacation or going on a trip or having a piece of cake or having some ice cream or whatever it was that you wish you could do with them. They can visit you at that time and be a part of it with you and feel proud that you're doing it because you're still here. So that's the message coming through, is if they were still here and you could bring them with you anywhere or do anything, what would you do? And go do that and enjoy it. Something pleasurable, like either walking to the beach or going to whatever it is. Okay, I'm not going to go on another tangent. I'll pull cards, but that was the feeling of reminding me to, that they can enjoy your life with you. See, this is the energy of, most people here are in the Three of Wands right now. You're standing at the sidelines, looking out at the distance, wondering who, what, when, where, why, and how, where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do, who's coming in. It's like, what's out there for me that hasn't come in yet, and what's out there for me that I want to do. It's like that anticipatory energy. Is anticipatory even a word? I say it all the time because I feel it all the time. But it feels like, I feel like it is, but it feels weird saying it. It just feels like someone's anticipating. Like, when is the timing? When is the timing? This is like standing still, but yet watching out. So I'm getting it in both ways. Like, are you standing at the sideline? And remember, what was the analogy that I gave before I shuffled the cards right now? I gave the analogy of going to the beach, right? Didn't I use that as one of my analogies like 60 seconds ago? Like I said, when he passed away, it was like, well, when I go to the beach, he can come with me. This is somebody standing at the sidelines with a surfboard in their hand. Exactly what I was saying. And so it's like, am I going to stand at the sidelines with the surfboard in my hand, or am I going to run out and ride the waves? Am I just going to watch life happen, or am I going to go after life and live it? Am I going to stand at the sidelines, or am I going to go out and do it? So, and it's symbolic. I literally said, go to the beach and watch a sunrise or a sunset, or do whatever you want there, but they can be there with you. So it's that energy of, are you feeling called to say or do something, but you're just waiting for the right time? Are you feeling impatient about what's coming towards you or what will arrive? It's about having patience, but also living your best life while you're waiting, quote unquote. If you're waiting for something to come in, live your best life now. If you're waiting to do something, act on it. It's that sort of energy. Okay. This is just validating everything all over again. Because, and again, my throat is being very annoyed. So again, there's stuff about communicating with your departed loved ones, communicating with romantic interest. So they're saying you may feel frustrated at times. You may feel like you're putting out too many fires. You may feel that sometimes there's too many obstacles and challenges in the way. All of those things tested your strength. And they're saying you have the strength to overcome the inner conflict of the battles that you've had to fight. And when I shuffled on the Five of Wands, they said the frustrating battles are tied to wishing and wanting something and seeking clarity on decisions and actions. Same thing as this. This is wishing and wanting things and wanting clarity on decisions and actions. It's the same idea of everything I was saying. So I feel like it's going in multiple ways. I'll explain the first way. You may feel like there's things you want to have and do and be, and you're feeling frustrated at trying to be strong because you're wishing for these things and you can't seem to find the full clarity or make the decision or know what action to take. At the same time, you may be frustrated and annoyed and struggling to stay strong because you're wishing that someone would frickin' make a decision and be clear and take action with you. It's like it can go one or both ways, or all of the, or it could be on your end, their end, or both ends. Like what's the clarity? What's the action? What's the decision towards wish fulfillment and overcoming these obstacles? Okay, same thing that kind of came out earlier today. They're saying when you feel all these things and you're in that scenario, it is happening for a purpose, for a reason, because you needed to heal your heart and or that other person needed to heal their heart. Healing the heart, healing the heart. And again, if we're talking about mediumship and those people that you've lost, loved ones on the other side, that requires healing the heart as well. If we're talking about romantic love, I feel like for many of you, it can go both ways, departed loved ones and your love life. All of that is, the first step is to heal the heart. The first step is to heal the heart. That's the reason that these things are happening. And see, this is the same card that came out in the collective that I posted. It's tied to what your ambitions are. And what I felt is ambitions are the same as goals. Like I'm feeling ambitious to do this. I'm feeling ambitious to say that. I'm feeling ambitious to get this. I'm feeling ambitious to get that. So yes, it can be career and money for many of you, but it can also just be, what are you feeling ambitious about? What are the goals and dreams that you have? What are you seeking out to get or obtain? or have. Bottom of the deck, death and magic, and we did mediumship a lot tonight, or twice tonight, or 3 times tonight, considering the collective. So it's like, again, this is somebody ambitious about what they want in the future. So I'm getting heal the heart, focus on what you're wishing for, focus on clarity and decisiveness on the actions you want to take tied to that. But also if you're waiting for someone else because you've already said and done all that you can do, keep healing your heart during that time. Let's see. Well, I know how this resonates when it comes to love. Let's take a peek at this. They're bringing up boundaries here. Grace and generosity. When I'm quiet, it's because I'm tuning in a little bit more. So, shoot, did I lose you guys again? I'll talk quickly because I might lose you guys again. They're saying it's a transformational process. All of this is a transformational process. It's happening for a reason. Give yourself grace. Give grace to others. Keep leading with the heart, but with boundaries. Don't overgive. It's like having boundaries yet being generous at the same time. Aligning with equal give and take. Not letting people take advantage of you. Aligning with equal give and take. Not letting people take advantage of you. But there was a dynamic between you and another person where boundaries played a big role and forgiveness needed to happen. They're saying, give yourself grace and give the other person grace. It's the energy of gratitude. Instead of, like, you may feel that you overgave to people or someone and you weren't getting the same back in return. When it was your turn to be on the receiving end, everyone fell short, or that person fell short. So I'm getting that you can give yourself and others the gift of generosity, of joy, being your authentic self, the being generous with forgiving. I'm getting generous with forgiving, generous with grace. So there's a lot about healing. And when it comes, by the way, it feels like romantic love, but when it comes to mediumship, this is a big deal too. When it comes to departed souls, forgiveness is a big, big theme that comes up a lot, where the departed souls want forgiveness, everyone else wants forgiveness. I'm just double checking to make sure you guys are still here because it's frozen on my end. Okay, how about I just pull one more shuffle and then we will call it a night because it's frozen on my end. Final message for the collective. What do they need to hear and know? Soulmate energy, forgiveness again. Soulmate energy, forgiveness again. Soulmates, again, this feels like love, but the way that I interpret soulmates is souls that have incarnated together. So you can have platonic ones, romantic ones, family ones, friends ones, pets. I will go live Wednesday and Friday as well, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and pre-orders get an extra 5 minutes for free. I can do straight channeling and mediumship without cards or card readings. And I also have a Mother's Day sale going on right now for private services. If you use the coupon code MOM25 during the checkout process on my booking calendar, you can get a 25% off of private readings, mentorship coaching, past life regression, hypnosis, Reiki, energy clearing, and that is all. Thank you, everybody, for spending your evening with me. I appreciate you all. Right? It's frozen for me, too. Is it frozen for you? See, this is the mediumship. Okay, I'm glad it was frozen for you because it's been frozen for me. So I didn't know if you guys were getting it on your end or if it was just me. So we'll send love and light to our departed loved ones and tell them thank you so much for letting their presence be known and thank you for inspiring me to. We'll send love and light to our departed loved ones and tell them thank you so much for letting their presence be known and thank you for inspiring me to do more media. I will go ahead and disconnect, but have a wonderful evening, all of you.